Roll call, everyone is here. And just roll right in, right? Yeah. Okay, I need a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes of November 8th, 2021, the joint meeting minutes between the Board of Education and Village of Future on November 22nd, 2021, the special referendum committee meeting minutes of December 1st, 2021, the Finance Committee meeting minutes of December 1st, 2021, the Policy Committee meeting minutes of December 1st, 2021. I need the motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you.
Okay, Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Pappas?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the special board meeting, executive session meeting minutes of January 6th, 2021, the regular board meeting executive session minutes of January 11th, 2021, the regular board meeting executive session minutes of February 8th, 2021, the special board meeting executive session minutes of March 3rd, 2021, the special board executive session minutes of March 17th, 2021, the personnel committee meeting executive session minutes of May 6th, 2021, the regular board meeting executive session minutes of May 10th, 2021, the regular board meeting executive session meeting minutes of June 14th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, Belt?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Pappas?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the special board meeting executive session recording of May 19th, 2020, the special board meeting executive session recording of May 22nd, 2020, the Transportation Negotiations Committee executive session recording of June 4th, 2020, the regular board meeting executive session recording of June 8th, 2020, the Negotiations Committee executive session recording of June 11th, 2020. I need a motion to approve that these are destroyed.
So moved. Second.
Thank you.
Okay, Missouri?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Pappas?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, did we have extra bills? Yes. Please note the additional bills. And if no questions, then I need a motion to approve the December 2021 and additional bills as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Pappas?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Would you like to present him before even treasurers? Or,
It's up to you, Madam President. I'm just happy to be here.
Mr. Peters, do you mind if he presents our SRO? Okay.
Eric, would you like to come on up? So, on Thursday, myself, Mr. Meyer, Ms. Black, Chief Lemming, and LT Emerson went through some interviews, and we got to be introduced to Officer Hansen. He did a great job in his interview. He has actual experience in the classroom back in his day when he was actually a parapro, and we were very, very happy that Chief was willing to offer him the position. So I believe you're taking classes in January, and he's going to be ready to go January 3rd.
Wow.
That's correct. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you.
I didn't realize it was that fast. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. It's a great opportunity to work with, to work with the children and the administration and the teachers, and I'm happy to be there.
We appreciate your service.
Thank
We're
you.
looking forward to it. We know you're going to do great with this.
I can't wait. I'm very, very excited.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. We'll be seeing you around, right?
With the lights in the back.
Right. All right. Mr. Peters.
All right. Balance in the supernow account at First Community at the end of November was $373,518.63. Checks outstanding at the end of the month were $180,751.32. We had November payroll expense carryover of $53,30.46, leaving the adjusted bank balance at $187,436.85. The lunch program balance, $901.89. Impress fund, $5,000, leaving the total at $193,338.74. The investment balances at the end of November were $12,477,403.77, leaving the balance of all funds as of November 30 at $12,670,742.51. November receipts were $1,020,556.23. Expenses were $1,322,414.79. The individual fund balances: education fund, $4,896,691.94. Building fund, $2,349,259.32. Bond and interest, -$186,290.89. Transportation fund, $2,053,763.77. IMRF, $246,513.15. Working cash, $2,591,209.85. Tort fund, $100,018.50, and life safety, $619,576.87. Interest earned for the month was $324.61. We had several distributions from the state. State aid, $211,938 even. ESSER 2, $291,352 even. School lunch, $29,026.55. Special milk, $37.19, and state free lunch of $103.36. We also received the 8th distribution for the property taxes of $477, $9.89. That's all she wrote.
Any questions for Mr. Peters? All right, I need a motion to approve the November 2021 Treasurer's Report as presented.
So moved.
Thank
Okay, Herman?
Yes.
Pappas?
you. Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores? Yes. Belt?
Yes.
Zerk?
Yes.
And Hernandez.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, for public comment, I got one via email that I'm gonna read out loud. December 13th, 2021, Beecher board members and high school leadership teams. This is from Ed Palmisano. I was going to try to make it to board meeting tonight, but will not be able to. This note can be read at the meeting. If that is the procedure, I'd be happy to have it as part of the record. My daughter Emily did well academically at BHS. She took advantage of dual credit courses with Prairie State, multiple AP courses, and a correspondence course to bridge a Spanish scheduling conflict. Because of all of these opportunities, Emily was able to earn 60 college credit hours, effectively coming in at a junior status. This means she can more easily pick up a double major or even cut time and tuition at the back end and graduate early or start a master's program earlier. I know I was on the board as some of these programs grew, but you have kept them going. I just want to say thank you and to encourage you to keep these opportunities and to continue to cultivate the relationships necessary to maintain our partnerships. I also want to thank you for the necessary flexibility that has been shown to Emily and other students where they could take correspondence courses or pursue independent studies. We have limited scheduling options in Beecher due to our smaller numbers, but this kind of flexibility and understanding can still help our students to pursue what they need or want. With the new acceptance of technology in the past 2 years, maybe we even can have classes with students from almost any school that helps provide those opportunities. Thank you again. Please keep the support and flexibility going. It is appreciated at Palmisano.
I'll second that. Thanks, Ed. On that, my daughter will have, after her first year, she'll have 51 credits.
That's awesome. That's
The dual
huge.
credit works.
Very good. Congratulations to those hardworking students. Carla Weissel has a public comment.
Carla Weissel, Beecher, Illinois. For the record, the board member discussion regarding the student resource officer SRO position immediately following the Policy Committee meeting on December 1st, 2021, which included board members Missouri, Pappas, Pallmeyer, Herman, and Flores, was a violation of the Open Meetings Act, OMA. I'm sure that the public, including the village board, would have liked to have heard that discussion. From member Pallmeyer to want to be a part of the employee interviews, especially for village employees, like the SRO, is micromanaging and an overreach. I was glad to hear village board member Todd Kraus call out Mr. Herman for providing misinformation at the joint school and village board meeting on November 22nd, 2021. Mr. Herman stated that no one voted to get rid of the SRO position. On the contrary, the minutes of the November 2nd, 2021 school board committee meeting with President Pappas, Vice President Herman, Secretary Pallmeyer, and Member Flores present contradicted that statement. The minutes read, the committee directed Dr. Gayam to provide a letter to the Beecher Police Department and nullify the current intergovernmental agreement, unquote. How can a committee give direction on nullifying an intergovernmental agreement? That is a board decision. Obviously, by introducing the new SRO tonight, the board backpedaled after getting backlash. Furthermore, at the November 22nd, 2021 joint school and village board meeting, Mrs. Belt indicated that the school district budget was between $10 to $12 million. How does a board member on the finance committee either not know or mislead the public and village board as to the actual amount of the 2022 annual budget, which is $17,152,902? I continue correct misinformation. Finally, in response to President Pappas's reply to my previous public comment at the regular November 2021 board meeting, she indicated that I should know the previous board member to stick to the agenda. On the contrary, when I was on the board, we let people talk. We didn't repeatedly interrupt, call people slanderous, and point of order anyone, even if Ashley Belt spoke for approximately 10 minutes and Janet Pallmeyer stated she was bringing, quote, ammo to the next board meeting, swore, and seemed to be tracking previous board members' whereabouts. Of course, it was important that the police chief was informed for the safety of everyone attending those meetings.
Since my name is invoked, I'm going to do this, and I know this is against the board policy, whatever, but...
It's not against board policy.
No, but hold on. You invoked my name again, and it's the second time. Intergovernmental agreement has never been... I'm the first one that called it out at that meeting. I just want to make it clear, because I know this stuff makes the newspaper, and I know it gets reported, but I is the one that asked who, that night, who wanted to end it. So that's number one, so my name was invoked there. Number two, there was nothing, I don't know where the Open Meetings Act violation comes in, because this IGA cannot be nullified by the village board or the school board. No one school board has the power to do it. It's an intergovernmental agreement that I approved when I was on the board last term. So I'm not understanding what the consistent is to come here and personally call us board members. I'll take that criticism, but make sure it's factual, please.
I second that.
Okay, so staff reports. Where should we begin? Mrs. Black.
Good evening, everyone.
Well,
Hello.
You have my report. There were a couple of things that I wanted to point out. First of all, I'm not exactly sure if I put the number, if I didn't have the number at the time. Oh, yes. When I wrote the report last Thursday, we had approximately 500 items that we had collected for our food drive. I recalculated today, we have 1,300 items that have been donated at our school. And Wednesday is the last day. We actually had so many items that we asked for them to come pick them up on Friday because we were running out of room. We didn't have any room for anything. So.
Who are they being donated to?
The Washington Township.
Got it.
awesome. Food pantry?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Cool.
And then just another couple of things with our PBIS program. This Friday, we have our first school-wide celebration, so all our students earn enough coins. Any of you, if you've got it in our building, right up front when you walk in, there are some fish bowls, and then there's a larger fish tank. So when the students fill that up with their coins, after purchasing things from our store and earning them in the classroom, when that's all full, then we earn a school-wide celebration, and we're going to be doing that this Friday. We have the Wheel of Wisdom coming in. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. It's like old school. Back when I was in school, the Wheel of Wisdom used to come around too. So it's almost like a Jeopardy type program where all the kids get to come and watch, and then we'll have up to 30 or 40 students who actually get to participate.
Wow.
So I think that's, quite a few that get to participate. Everyone leaves with a prize from them, things like that. So we're really excited for that. I haven't told the students yet because it's already exciting at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So, trying to keep a wrap on that. For
Make it to the end of the week.
Exactly.
Cool.
Any other questions?
Thank you for sharing.
Sure. All
Is this the event you said you would match every donation? Is this the one?
1300.
No? Okay.
No.
That's a different one. Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Black. Dr. Kwasny?
You have my report, but I just wanted to share a couple fun, positive things we're doing over at the junior high. At the end of, right before Thanksgiving break, we had our fall festivities activities, so the kids had a good time. They got to pick their choice of activities. We had athletics set up, dances, we had board games, tech games, reading room, movies, so the kids could pick what they liked, and we had refreshments and snacks and things provided. We're going to do something similar for this Friday for a Winter Wonderland activity, where it's going to be school-wide, and by grade level, the kids are going to rotate in and they're going to be playing miniature golf, like a big tournament for the half day. So we're really excited, and we hope it goes well. We're going to have snacks, refreshments, and prizes for the kids too. So we're really excited about that. And then we're doing the 12 days of Christmas that we've been doing throughout the month of December as well. So.
Yeah, funny story, my son, as I went to pick him up today, was wearing blue pants, and when I left, he wasn't ready for school yet, and I'm like, oh, I hope it's pajama day. And it was!
Don't worry.
All right. Oh, well, thank you, they're enjoying it, I know.
Good, good, good. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Meyer. Welcome.
Hello. Trying to get back to what we've done in the past, a couple of years ago, so we're trying to get off campus as much as possible, so a couple highlights. In October, I wrote about, we had some seniors go to Illinois State. We had the choir go to the South Suburban, and that's in it's in my report. But Mr. Larry Schwarberg asked if we would do this, and I think a couple of years ago we did. And so that was kind of Miss Lake Becker was very positive, great experience of getting kids off campus. I thought that was good. Miss Rowe, our Spanish sponsor, we went to lunch and a Spanish museum or Hispanic museum. And then we also, which I'll have next month, we took Miss Serta, took a bunch of kids to the medieval times.
Oh, fun.
So again, we're trying to get out there, follow the protocols, do the right things, and no one got in trouble.
Nice. Nice.
So that was good. So
That's
we
exciting.
just, some things that, again, we're trying to get back where we used to be. So hope they had fun. Seems like it, said they did.
That's wonderful.
Anything else?
Nice Santa suit.
Nice Santa, yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
I hope
He
it
goes,
raised-
he goes
so-
from the orange and black bibs.
Well, the lunch wasn't quite as, we thought the lunch was gonna be good. We thought that would be when we get some money. But it was study halls when they all came back, so hopefully they raised some money. It was fun.
Yeah.
I just appreciate Pav.
Yeah, Coach Pav in the, I don't, was
yeah.
that
He was
a
supposed-
Santa
she's
Claus
supposed to be
dress?
Mrs. She's supposed to be,
He
yeah,
was
supposed to be
Mrs.
Yes.
Gotcha. I
And
saw a
Ogden-
turn, a little
yeah,
twirl.
Ogden was
Okay.
the elf, and then Mr. LaBanca was Rudolph. We tried to get Bob into some spandex and some
Yeah.
tights, but that didn't quite work.
Okay, okay.
So, he balked at that, but
Yes, I heard about it. Good story.
it was good, it was
Yes.
good. It's fun, it's
Yeah.
fun. It's for the kids.
Yep,
Always.
always. Awesome.
Thanks for that picture, Melanie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's on the superintendent's Twitter page.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's me and my
You get likes left and right there.
It's a
Me
tweet.
and my 13 followers appreciate it.
Sharing is caring.
That's right.
All right, Dr. Gahey.
So I'm going to present to you three things before I hand it over to Ms. Compton for her stat.
Am I blocking
Nope,
you?
it's working. Gotcha.
Hold on.
No, you don't have to, you're not looking at that.
Actually,
No, you're
no,
not,
you're
you're not
not.
moving yet, Janet. So the three things, first of all, you saw a little red bag on your table when you got here. That is a thank you. Last month was Board Appreciation, I think was the 27th of November.
15.
Samson, I was way off. It was after our actual board meeting, so we wanted to kind of give you a little thank you for all you guys do. Plus, Christmas time. The black, very bottom ones are from First Community Bank. The big cookie is from the lawyers at Izzo and Company. And the plastic bag is from Julie Gaham, my wife. If they taste terrible, I made them. If they taste great, she made them.
Everybody get their cookies back.
So those.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you for hiring me. Number 2, I actually had a really good experience today. So Scott Austin, the transportation supervisor, Jim Crocker, our mechanic, invited me to go down to Kankakee today to experience an electric bus. That's kind of the wave of the future. And so they took us down there and we got to ride on this 100% electric bus. And when I asked how much an electric bus would be, I said, why am I here? So it's a $400,000 bus I rode on today. So.
But at the school board concert, the meeting we went to, there was a district that they were doing all electric.
Yeah.
They'd done all propane, they leased them. Then they were going to electric because they had enough land to do a solar power field.
Whoa.
And so they would have completely free bus service.
That's next level.
Yeah.
Dr. Gaham.
As Jim Crocker pointed out, to spend $400,000 on a bus that's not going to make 15 years because of ice and salt and rain.
That's what they said they
solar
leased. They
farm.
weren't buying, they
Correct.
were leasing for
Correct.
those issues.
The extra land solar farm. There you go.
I may have thought about it. But for Mr. Hernandez, I will be reaching out for a transportation meeting probably in January to discuss the shorter bus. We did kind of talk about that a little bit with Scott. So we'll have one of those in January as long as you're amicable to that. And then lastly, I sent an email to all my staff. You guys got it in your report, but I want to make sure I said it in open session as well. So one of the things that we continue to struggle with, by we, I mean the education field. I don't mean Beecher 200U. I mean everybody in education right now is struggling with subs. If you guys are teachers, you know this in your own particular buildings. We posted 2 positions. I've yet to have somebody who can actually fill that position apply. The 2 people who did, we actually called and they didn't call us back. That's how the world is right now. So teachers are stressed. And there's a delicate balance between making sure our kids who have 18 months of learning loss stay in classes and teachers being able to provide them lessons that they're going to get them up to snuff. So what I did, which is in my purview, is I pulled 6 days. And we're going to do 2 o'clock dismissals on these 6 days. So if anybody would like to write these down, or if you're at home, I will also send an email. I will put it on the website. I will put it everywhere I can, but I just kind of want to make everybody aware of it. But my staff found out Friday. January 12th, January 25th, February 10, March 15, April 27, and then May 12th. Those will be 2 p.m. dismissals. They will still meet the required 5 hours of a school day, so we do not have to make any of those days up. They're not emergency days, anything like that. Those are just additional times where the teachers are going to be given an hour extra to plan 2 full weeks of engaging lesson plans for their kids. It's not a lot, but it's something, and I'm hoping our teachers I know they'll use them wisely, but I hope they appreciate that as well. So again, it's January 12, 25, February 10, March 15, April 27th, and May 12th. If you're keeping track at home, kids. Policy 2250, we had 1, and I was unable to satisfy because they were requesting something that was not within FOIA rights. So they were fine with it. So it's very, very nice, easy month in terms of policy 2250. Ms. Compton. I'm sorry? Oh. We all can use the hype man once in a while.
Yes. All right, I don't use this thing.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so I'm just gonna share a little bit about our special education program and also talk about our RTI program and what's been going on in our buildings. Just an overview of all 3 of the buildings, just kind of what our staff and our student population looks like there. At the elementary school, we currently have 6 teachers. We have 5 classroom assistants, 2 one-to-ones. You'll see across the board, we thankfully, just this school year, it's our first time with a social worker in each building full-time, and I cannot thank you enough. With especially dealing with everything that has been happening with COVID, it has just been amazing to have that full-time social worker in all the buildings. Our IEP population at the elementary school right now is 54. Our 504 population is 8 students. At the junior high, we have 3 teachers, 3 classroom assistants, again, that full-time social worker with an IEP population of 39 students, and the 504s at 9. And then at the high school, we have 3 teachers, 5 classroom assistants. That's where we added that full-time social worker. We did not have that last year, and we've really seen that come in handy. And then 52 students with IEPs, 24 504s. And then district-wide, we have 1 school psych, 1.6 speech path, an OT that is here 1 day a week, a PT that is here 1 day a week, and then we have an OT assistant who's here every day. So that's just what we look like as a district. Our external placement students, you can see there we have a variety of placement options that we have available to our students in the district. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are within our co-op of SOIC. That's the CAB program, our life skills program, Fisher, and the SOIC Ed Center in Wilmington. And then we do have 3 students that are currently placed outside of our SOIC placements. One is at High Road School of South Suburbs, which most of you probably know as Camelot. They changed names. So we have 1 student there. We do have 1 student that is, we use DeMar Services in Indianapolis. And then we have 1 more student in Missouri at Lakeland Behavioral.
Question, I
Yes,
thought
ma'am.
that we had switched from Camelot to another.
We transitioned all of our students out there. We have 1 student that is 21 and a half. He's going to turn 22.
Okay,
we
so
let
he's
him
just till
finish
he's
out
8.
his school year
Okay.
there. Yep.
Understood.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I noticed this summer, and it kind of caught me off guard a little bit. We had a lot of students in and out, in and out, in and out through the summer, and even at the beginning of the school year. We had 11 total IEP students transfer into the district. 3 of those 11 were external placements. So, you know, I know as a district we're always looking at our finances, and so that, you know, obviously impacts things for us. We had 18 transfer out, which is higher than we've had in the past. Again, 3 of those students were SOIC placement, so it kind of balanced that out there. 12 of those other students moved out, you know, just moved out of Beecher. And then 3 of those 18 that, when I say transferred out of the district, just meaning that they are not registered in our school system. We do have 3 families that chose to homeschool their students, so I would imagine, you know, at some point they're probably going to transition back to us as well. Okay, so then I want to talk about RTI. I know we want to...
Before you move to that, can I ask, so we had the cross-cat classrooms.
Correct.
Where, like, how is that program moving? Is it still good?
I cannot say, it's awesome.
Okay.
So just to kind of reiterate what we did is, we did have 2 classrooms at the elementary school that were cross-cat classrooms. We restructured the elementary school, and so now we have grade level classrooms. So we have all of our first graders are together, all of our second graders are together, and so forth. All of those classrooms have a teacher and an aide. It's been great. We've been able to transition our special education students out into the general education setting more. We've had a lot of success recently in the 4th grade grade level. The teachers have come together and they're co-teaching, and so our classes are actually getting support from 2 teachers in the classroom. So I know, just working with our special education teachers, they are so excited that they're able to focus their energy on 1 grade level curriculum instead of having to juggle the 2 grade levels at a time. They get, you know, it's been great. They've been able to spend a lot more time working with that specific curriculum and then also focusing more on that grade level and those students' needs.
Okay.
So it's been
And then
awesome.
as far as like kids that are out of district then, do you constantly, you know, check to see if there's any like way that they can come back? Like if we have services that can
Absolutely,
satisfy
yeah.
them
We
here?
always, you know, I'm always talking with those program administrators, at least on a monthly basis. We talk, and we discuss the students that are in the building. We talk about their progress and how they're doing. And, you know, I just had an IEP meeting this month where, you know, we started to talk about that conversation about, you know, We're not quite there yet, but we know we're heading in that direction, and so those are conversations that we're always having in those meetings.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously talking with those parents as well, and
Like, as this moves on too, you know, I know that some schools, like my school has, like, we have a self-contained classroom, and that is for, you know, 6th through 8th, and then we have one of those at the high school and stuff. Is there anything possible about doing something like that in this district, or is that, would we need much more staff and everything?
I will tell you right now, at the high school, it would take more staff.
More
you know,
staff.
Yeah.
And room. Like, I just didn't know if it was a possibility or anything. It's just so nice to have them, because they join us for assemblies, they join us in lunches, they have different programs they do, you know, so.
No, I agree. I mean,
Okay.
I absolutely always want to bring
Yeah.
our students back to our buildings
Yeah.
as often and as much
It's
as we
always my
can.
goal.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Okay, so, I want to end on some positive notes here. So, talking about RTI, at the elementary school, Mrs. Black implemented win time, which is what I need, stands for what I need. Allows for that small group instruction with our students. They're getting that time to work on their individual academic goals, and it allows our teachers to really progress monitor our students and see, just make those decisions much easier based on that data. You know, that data piece is huge, and it allows us to have that data and make those decisions based on that data. At the RTI, we have an RTI team that just started last year, so that was a huge step in the right direction. All of our students in reading and math are receiving additional support with IXL. And then also we have groups of students that have been identified that would benefit from extra support, and so they have been selected to be in an RTI group. And they meet with the teacher during the week, and they get extra support, whether it be reading or math. We've even expanded it beyond that, where we have some students that are just not getting that support that they need to complete their work, and really academically they're doing okay. It's that homework completion piece that they're struggling with, and so we do have some students that are seeing RTI time just to get that extra added support, so it's been great. And then at the high school, this year has been, I feel like we made some really nice steps this year. We now have a credit recovery program that we're using through Ingenuity, where we have started to pool students during PE time for them to work on Ingenuity so they can earn those credits. And then instead of going to study hall at the end of the day, they report to the PE teachers and they do physical activity during that time, so they're still getting that PE credit, but still having that opportunity to earn back some of those credits that they lost. So, you know, hopefully we're keeping them on track for graduation. Our paraprofessionals are hunkered down right here in the library every single day. We have kids coming in and using them as resources to help support them as well. And then Mr. Sarseny and Ms. Holliker, who is our new social worker, have started small group instruction to any of the freshmen who failed at least a class, or if not more, first quarter. So we're hoping, you know, the faster we catch them, the faster we can get them back on track. They're meeting once a week with those students to talk about different strategies and just, you know, organization skills and study skills and all those types of things. So that's been great. And then district-wide, we implemented the use of DESA, which is a student assessment that focuses on their strengths. You know, so many times we look at these assessments and we look at, okay, where are they low? Where are their deficits? This really focuses on what is that student's strength. So it's nice because it comes with a positive focus. And the categories that we look at are listed there: self-awareness, self-management, their social awareness. You know, we just thought it was really important to look at that social emotional piece and put some time and effort into what are we doing to help our students, because, you know, they're transitioning back to us full time, and they're not the same students that we had 2 years ago, and we as a staff and as a school need to figure out the best way to meet the needs of those students. And so this is a way that we've started to look at how can we help our kids. And so the teacher at the elementary school, it's a little different. The teachers fill out the assessment on the student, and then at the high school, the students actually do a self-assessment. So, and then from there, we have a team that we look at the data, and Ms. Holliker at the high school and all the social workers at all the buildings looked at the data, and they've been pulling small groups. And, you know, if they see that there's a group in third grade that has it could need, use some more support in social awareness. They'll do a little group with them and just help work with those students and help build those skills. So, all right, so can I get in your business here?
Of course.
Okay, let's see if this will work. See, I need to be on my computer.
Because you don't know your password?
Because my password's already in there. I don't know it, and they gave me a goofy login, and I don't have it memorized.
Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4?
No.
Oh.
Can I go get my computer?
Have you tried
It's your
password?
world.
No problem.
Mike Meyer, you'd never do this, would you?
I'm already over time. That was wonderful.
Did I talk too much?
No, you did a great
No,
job.
you're great.
Very
Is
informative.
DESA web-based? Is it all online?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. You're fine.
Okay. So that goes in there. Thank you.
Right?
Well, we should just use your computer all along.
I mean,
You should have suggested that.
it's all right. Oh, there it is.
There we go. See, they did it, it's a weird login they did for me.
It's okay.
It works. It works.
Only half of us are driven.
So, with IXL, I wanted to focus on, I talked about at the high school how we've done some really nice things with RTI, and I wanted to focus on the junior high and the high school, or the junior high and the elementary school with IXL here. So you can see, this is kind of our quick little snapshot of what we're doing. As a school, they've answered 448,557 questions so far. We've mastered 9,190 skills. And then you can see, how many they've practiced, where we're proficient.
It's a lot of hours.
Yes, it is. This is really nice. So IXL suggests that, the recommended goal is that you complete 30 questions a day for it to be successful. You can see here, our kids are killing it. They're well over that. They actually increased our goal to 60, and we're even crushing that goal. So that is awesome. But then the last one down here, this mastery, is what I get really excited about. They recommend that you build one skill a week. We're at 1.8 at the elementary school, so we're almost double.
Wow.
So they're doing great. The teachers have really, I feel, taken that program and ran with it. I think with the addition of win time this year, it's given us that opportunity to implement IXL a little bit more in the classroom with our students, and it's obviously showing.
And this
So-
is measurable student data.
Yep.
This is the stuff that,
And the growth.
where you talk about standardized testing and stuff, like, this is the data that we can see that our kids are growing, right here.
Real quick, while you're switching over, Wisconsin, I've been in, especially kindergarten and first grade classrooms during one time to see if IXL is working. If they're able to manage it and maneuver it, and if it's working
Kid-friendly.
for the young
Yeah.
kids.
And interesting.
They are awesome at it. I mean, the first graders get it out, they know exactly where to go. They're doing it all on their own. Kindergarten the same way, so it's really great for all of the students.
And then you can tell in junior high if they get bored with it or whatever. And my son likes doing it. He does not complain. That's huge, right there. Because that's when they have burnout, and then they're not performing and they're not growing. So that's awesome.
If you look at our numbers, obviously the junior high compared to the elementary school is a little bit less, but we do have the science and social studies piece at the elementary school where at this junior high, we're just focusing in on that reading class and that math class.
Yep.
So still though, a lot of success. Again, we're hitting that target there. And again, with the mastery of skills, they recommend 1, we're at 1.2, so we're still above where we should be.
And that
So-
11/22 date was the right before
And
Thanksgiving.
I know.
Those are half days or whatever.
Yeah, if you look at the week of 11/22, yes, that's when we had 2 days of school that week.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you would expect there to be a dip. So, yeah, they're doing awesome. And it's great. I love the program. I love that I can log in and look at this at a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
I can even go as far as to look at specific teachers and look at the students in their class. And so it's just a plethora of data.
Do you use this
us
for
to use.
spend and everything too, like
Yep.
for
Yep.
their goals? That's awesome.
Yep. across the board. And yeah, at the high school, I will share, for IXL specifically, we are only using it in the special education classrooms. So, and they have had a lot of success, and like you just said, we're definitely using it to help target those skills to write our IEP goals. So
Yep.
it's been great.
Cool.
Okay. Now
Thank
I'm
you.
done.
You're welcome.
Oh, thanks.
That's a lot of info. I love it though.
A lot of work, yep.
That's all the info we need.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Great job, guys. I mean, that's all the stuff we need to see too with where the kids are at, you know, post-COVID and coming back and everything. Like, seeing that growth is just very inspiring. That's great.
It's a little more valid too, because they're using it daily.
Right? Yeah.
A snapshot on how they did on a test for one day for 2 hours.
Yep.
They're using it every day.
Well, and then they see their results and they can build off of it, you know? That's why these work. Great. Okay. Did you have anything else there, Dr. Gaham?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Compton.
Yeah, thank you. So for committee reports, as we had talked about for referendum committee, there's a superintendent's committee that is beginning. Dr. Gaham, if you'd like to explain that.
Sure. So the plan is that we're, whether it's one group or however many groups I can kind of put together as subgroups, and the purpose of these is to kind of talk to community members, business owners, people who have vested interest in our students' future, and kind of find out from them what they see as the main purpose of our school system, and what do we need and what do we need to maintain. And then, put all those things together and explain why it's imperative that we continue to see that revenue increase, and why we need this referendum to pass to keep our staffing the way it is right now. All those successes that Dawn just went through can be a moot point in 12 months from now if I'm forced to then come in and say, well, it's great that we have 20 kids in the class, it's going to be 27 next year. So community members can continue to send me emails if they're interested in joining. I've been reaching out specifically to businesses around the area. I reach out to foundations, so we're slowly getting those together. So that's kind of what we're doing.
Great.
We use robocall for many things. And I think the robocall goes out to this community. I think we can get more people involved into implementation so they understand what's going on. And I've not heard it on a robocall. I mean, we robocall everything, but we're not robocalling this. And I think it's important that we get everybody involved.
I don't know how you can get everybody involved because the robocall is specifically
Because they can call the superintendent or email the superintendent.
Right, but that's just for.
But now it's out there that there's a superintendent committee. Some parents may want to get involved, they may.
Oh, I understand, okay.
So that's what I'm
for
saying.
parents.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, and Janet's pointing out, we need community too, but that is a great way to bring in parents, because this involves everyone, but yes. Great. Any questions on referendum? All right, Miss Janet, Finance.
It was busy that day on the 1st. As Dr. Gaham presented, again, explaining the levy. The YouTube video is online, and again, it's also on the district website. You will reiterate that once again. Did a PowerPoint presentation about the levy and then about the local revenue source. So like I said, it's a lot to take in, but if you listen to Dr. Gaham and look at the video, he really breaks it down and simplifies it. And you just have to listen to it, and it's very easy to understand and follow. In addition to that, we were talking about the subbing. As Dr. Gaham mentioned, nobody has called back for the subbing position, the semi-permanent, I should say, for starting next year. So we talked about that and the differences in prices and stuff like that.
Could I just ask a question on that too, Dr. Gaham? Did you advertise that with like Governor State and stuff too?
I personally call it Governor State, Olivet, and 3 universities, departments,
And we're
education
gonna keep it
departments.
going in hopes that maybe by January, somebody calls you back?
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
We've had people call but they don't have teaching degrees. So I can't give them, I can't interview them for a teaching position if they don't have a degree.
Right.
Right.
And now, is it a possibility if we would rethink the position to be more of a permanent guest teacher and it would not be with the benefits, but there would be other, or I'm trying to think how that model looks like in my district, because they don't have teaching licenses, but they have bachelor's degrees as permanent.
So anybody with a bachelor's can get a subbing license. And so I have one.
Like permanent positions of it then.
So the two people who have called me about this that don't have teaching licenses, I've told them, we can get you to come in here every single day.
Right.
And one of the young men actually is in the process of getting his teaching license. I said, well, then start coming here every single day. We can host a sub every day in this building.
Okay.
Like, we don't actually have to put them literally on a payroll system
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
They could show up every single day and find a job with us.
Uh-huh.
And so we've added 2 more names into the mix for Kathy Weiss to call.
Okay.
But in terms of, you know,
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand the whole point of wanting this, because it makes sense too.
Educational degree.
Okay.
We talked about ESSER 3 money approved. We also talked about getting an outsourced company for janitorial services in lieu of retirements and future retirements coming in. 3 custodians a month is about $11,000. Recently, it's not $7,000 for a company. What did it go down to?
Oh, went down to 55.
I think it was.
That's what it said, yeah. So the third company that did come in and did a walkthrough provided us with a even better number,
So even though, you know, we're limited on custodial cleaning and everything, these companies will come in with a crew, lower money than what we're paying outright. So we're always trying to find ways to save money, but yet still be effective.
But that would be for custodial at night, and there still are custodians during the day.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. There's only 2, after the one that actually just retired this past week, there's only 2 left at the elementary night shift, and James has already had them reallocated, one to the high school, one to the junior high, so we have not gotten rid of anybody, we're not looking to fire anybody, but you know, it's going to be really tough to clean the stickiest room in the district with 2 people.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great opportunity for us.
Yeah.
And again, always reassessing. If something comes along over the next 4 or 5 months and we can open the elementary back up in-house, we'll do it, but I gotta make sure that it's clean for our kids.
Absolutely. That's all I got.
Thank you, Janet. Ron, with policy?
Policy, we just went over Press Plus 108, and then there were some questions answered, well, asked, and I think I refer everybody to the website. Policy committee meeting is on the website. And you can see it in its entirety and get a feel for what we do in that committee.
Good. Great, thank you. So about the elementary bathrooms, do we have questions, any discussions?
So I can fill you in. So you guys, you all hired Bright Architecture to do the specs and run the project. So when he came in, he provided me an email and said it would be about 90, his estimate, again, was it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, was about 96,000.
Right.
So when they did this 3 weeks ago, that number came back at 124. That was low bid, high bid. I mean, there's other bids there, but that was low bid. And Doug did say he's done work with this company. They're a great company. And so, you know, I talked to Doug. I said, well, if we put this on the back burner, because you know it's 124, even with a $50,000 grant that would be matched by the state, it's a lot of money. And so, what does it look like in the future? And he said the same thing everybody else has told us. This is good for right now. If you do this again, heck, if you did it again in a week, he said, I bet you that number would change. The numbers are only going to go up.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, I'm not saying it's a catch-22, but it's one of those that you guys have to have a general conversation with yourselves. It is a very big need at our elementary. It's learning loss. It's $30,000 more than we thought. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. And you know, this is, like you said, this is needed, and it is $30,000 more, but this is something that is directly benefiting our students.
Well, and if we push it off, we won't have that
Till when?
$50,000. It'll get,
Yeah.
we won't be able to use that, so in fact, it'll be 50 plus 30, right? No,
Or
it'll be
more.
50,000.
It'll be
Yeah,
more.
Yeah. So I see what you're asking. If we don't, correct, if we don't do this project, because that's been earmarked, and 50,000's been earmarked and already approved by the state for this, we wouldn't lose it, but we wouldn't
get it.
get it. Now, next year we could reapply for it, but then I just told you what happens the next year.
Yeah.
So,
Brandy, were you here when this was discussed originally?
Yes.
Okay. Any thoughts, questions?
No cheaper than building a new school.
Yeah, if the route we've decided to go is that we're fixing up the schools, which we are, it's something that's necessary. So if we've already kind of made the decision that we're not building a new school any time in the near future, then it's
Nope.
something that's necessary.
That's why
For
we're
it to
budgeting.
function.
That's why we're budgeting money for projects.
Yep. Definitely. All right, then I need a motion to approve a bid from Heritage Development and Construction Company Incorporated of Kankakee, Illinois.
just so you know, this would be on the budget for next year because it would be a summer project, so it would not come out of this year's budget.
Okay,
It would be completed in, probably in June, so it would be paid after July.
awesome.
Gives you extra time to allocate it, something like that.
And trying to save
Correct.
some money here and there to hopefully get some
Yep.
others.
All right, good. Can I, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, I know you're fine. In the amount of $124,000 for the construction work of elementary bathrooms to take place during the summer of 2021. I just need the motion.
So moved.
Okay, Pepis,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
and Herman.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Awesome. The kids win.
Kids win!
Thank you. Okay, and levy adoption. If there are no more questions, I need a motion to adopt the fiscal year 2021 tax levy as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez, Herman,
Yes.
Pepis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, I need a motion to approve the second reading of policy 2:220 as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
So was that? Okay, Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the first reading of policy press plus issue 108 as presented.
Second.
Thank you.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to accept the resignation of Emily Hoekstra as junior high school girls volleyball coach.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez, Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the employment of Jessica Schrader as junior high school girls volleyball
So
coach.
moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the employment of Alexis Schultz as junior high school girls assistant volleyball coach.
So moved.
Second.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the employment of Natalie Miller from 3 fifth-time teacher aide to full-time teacher aide effective immediately.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
and Herman.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the employment of Josie Hurling as high school drama sponsor.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
and Pappas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Anything need to be said about that resolution? Good.
No, it's simply changing the official name for signature purposes. Is that the one that has?
To
they need-
change the name on all of the accounts.
Yeah.
It currently is the Will County Community Unit School District 200.
Yeah.
And we ran into some problems with some of the vendors, things like that, because our checks need to say Beecher School District 200U.
Gotcha. Okay.
When we're doing online things and stuff, it's not matching up to what
Okay.
accounts, so.
Okay. All right. I need a motion to approve the resolution of Lodge Association or other similar organization between First Community Bank and Beecher School District 200U as presented.
So moved?
Second.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the elementary classroom number 11 asbestos abatement in the amount of $3,500 to M&O Environmental Company of East Hazel Crest, Illinois.
So moved.
I'm sorry?
Okay, Belt,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the Blue Fox Cleaning Service contract as presented.
So
So-
moved.
Second.
Mazer,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
motion carried.
I need a motion to formally approve and authorize the district when the state of Illinois mandates the deferred compensation 457B TRS supplemental savings plan to all active TRS members.
Second?
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the cost of $8,900 to Wholesale Brothers Incorporated to sand and refinish the wood floor in the elementary classroom number 20.
I have a question on that first.
Yes, sir.
Is, the initial replacement of the wood was for insurance because of a leak? Is that-
It wasn't even through insurance. It was Adler, because of the leak, it actually created that section. If you look at it, I took pictures. It's about a 12 by 12 section. That bowed because of moisture. They actually replaced that at their cost with brand new wood flooring. And so it matches the leaks. But the problem is we have years and years and years of
Weathering.
yeah, and so we just have to level it all out. I try to do kind of like a picture. You can slide your hand and actually run into the wax. Why we're waxing wood floors is beyond me, but that was way back when. So, but this is going to get it all down in the one room, and then my guess is this open high school will say, hey, this looks pretty. So we might have a second one of these in a few months.
Okay.
So moved.
I had Hernandez and I had Mazer.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we're good?
So we're ready for
Yep.
roll.
Okay.
Herman,
Yes.
Pappas,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
and Hernandez.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, I have not had reason for executive session. Are there any items under other?
No, but I do want to go back where I spoke to public comment and just say that I didn't violate policy. That was inappropriate of me, but again,
Yeah, no, you did
I just
it.
want everybody to know that. So,
Yeah, we are welcome to respond. Yep. Okay, anybody else? Okay, any items to be said for January 10th, 2022 board meeting?
I'll reach out to you after Christmas. Let everybody-
Transportation?
Everybody enjoy their well-deserved holiday break.
Amen. Any upcoming dates we need to know about?
I did, at your
Right.
place, there's a, Three Rivers, so anyone that is interested or whatever, let me know and I can get you registered if you're interested.
Okay,
That's the only thing I'm aware of right now.
okay, cool, thank you. Might look into that. All right, anybody else? I just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for
Thanks.
coming.
Have a good holiday, everyone.
Yes.
Enjoy it with your
Happy
families.
New Year.
Yes.
But then-